Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day as always. If you are new to the channel, I am Travis, aka the Brass Tack. I am a professional automotive detailer with over 15 years of experience, and I am here to help educate you on your car cleaning journey. First thing I want to do today, guys, is start off with an apology. I do know that I have been kind of MIA for the last week and a half. I do apologize for that. Our lives have been a little bit crazy. I know it's this weird quarantine time for everybody, but our lives really haven't changed a whole lot, and we're still very busy, and we've just had a lot going on, and I haven't had a chance to upload anything here lately. But I am back, and today we're going to be talking about wheel wells. In the last couple videos, you saw me do the wheels and the tires. Now we are going to talk about wheel wells. So obviously, again, we're going to be working on the Tahoe, and the first thing I'm going to do is show you the tools and products you're going to need to do this job. The first thing you're going to need, obviously, is your hose and water to rinse things down with. The next thing you're going to need is your cleaner of choice. Mine is obviously the stuff that I use for basically everything cleaning and degreasing wise. It is my basic degreaser. It is called Hot Stuff with Cinnamon Scent. I get it from Carbrite. You can get it in, I think, no less than a gallon, and I dilute it with my own bottle. So there is that. You can pretty much use any basic cleaner. Heck, you can even go to Walmart and buy Purple Power. That stuff works great as long as it's diluted correctly. So you can pretty much use anything you want. The next thing you're going to need is your bucket with car wash soap and water. So here's my car wash soap. I use Cherry Bomb from Carbrite. It is amazing stuff. But once again, you can pretty much use any car wash soap you want. The next thing that I have is basically, it's called a car wash brush on a broom handle, as you see. I don't use these for a whole lot, but I do use them for wheel wells that I can get the brush itself into. Some vehicles are smaller cars that have a much smaller gap between the tire and wheel well. You know, some cars only have a gap this big. And if that's the case, obviously the only thing you can use is a wash mitt. Obviously don't use the same wash mitt you would use on the paint of the vehicle. Use a separate one. This particular vehicle has a big enough gap between the tire and the wheel well that I can actually save some time and use the brush instead. So that's what I do on that. This is my old wash mitt that I just use if there's not a big enough gap for the brush. So anyway, that's pretty much all you need to do the job. So we're gonna go ahead and get the bucket filled up with soap and water, and we'll get started. Look at that, guys, and that is why I love this car wash soap. Okay, guys, we're set up at the wheel here. I was going to do a video with the doors open today to give you guys some better lighting, but even though it is sunny out, it decided to be only about 50 degrees today when the last week and a half it's been like in the 70s. But Mother Nature decided to be a big Carol Baskin today and kill any chance of warm weather for me to open these doors. We know what you did, Carol. Anyway, we're set up and ready to go. I'm gonna set the camera down and we're gonna get started, and I'm gonna show you exactly how easy this job actually is. So let's do this. So it's literally 4 easy steps, guys. The first step is obviously to spray it off. The second step is to spray your product on it. The third step is to wash it. And the last step is just to rinse it off. It's literally that easy. Start with the rinse. Now we just spray our product on. One note I want to say is that it is important on a vehicle that's a little higher up, like SUVs and trucks. Through this gap, you will see some suspension components back there. It is important to go ahead and spray those down with your cleaner as well and clean them as good as you can, because sometimes they are seen, especially at the right angle or with the right lighting. That stuff is seen, so you want it to be clean as well. So make sure that if that is visible, go ahead and spray it with your product too. Just spray it all up and around. I'm spraying the suspension components as we speak, because they are visible on this vehicle. Maybe not from your angle, but from my angle they are. And there's that. Now what I do normally when I'm actually detailing a vehicle, I will do 2 wheel and tire area and wheel well areas at a time. So I will spray this entire wheel, tire, and wheel well area down, and then go spray the other entire area down, and then come back to this one and wash it, because it gives the product a little bit of time to do its thing. But for the sake of doing the videos for you guys, I'm doing it a little bit different, but I can already tell the product is starting to work because the dirt's just starting to roll off. So we'll go ahead and wash it. Now, like I said, on these vehicles that are a little higher up, it's so much easier because you can just use the brush. So just take the brush, and I usually start about here, Just kind of and you just kind of go up and down, just like this. You do it in sections. You do one side, then you do the top, then you go and you do the front side. That's just kind of how I do it. It's easy as that. And like I said, if there are suspension components, go ahead and clean those as well, as good as you can. Get those brushed off. And there's that. I literally washed it. I mean, it was that simple. The next step is to just rinse it off, and that's it. But I'm gonna show you real quick how to do this if you don't have a big enough gap for the brush. This is just my old car wash mitt that I use for wheel wells and tires and stuff. You just take it, you just dip it in like you would the brush, and then you just stick your whole arm in like this. Now, obviously that process is gonna get your arm a little messy, but if you have a smaller car that doesn't have this big of a gap, that's just what you do. I do plenty of cars and I have to deal with this all the time. I do have some bigger rubber gloves that come up high, and I tend to use those when I do this part of the job. But yeah, that's all you do. Just get it wet with soap and water, and you just wash it like you would the car. You just have to get back all the way towards the suspension parts and stuff as far as you can. That's how you do it with a wash mitt if you don't have a big enough gap. Now the last step is just to rinse. And there you have it. It is now rinsed. It was literally, what, 3 minutes? I mean, not that bad. So easy. Like I said, I do this entire wheel well, tire, and wheel area all at the same time. But for the sake of doing the videos for you guys, I'm doing a little bit different to show you each step. But there you have it. This one is done. Now we are going to speed up the video, and you'll get to see me do the rest of them. And there you have it, guys. 4 clean wheel wells. I don't know how well you can see up in there, but I even got the suspension components that you can see back there. Everything is now clean. It is ready to detail the rest of the vehicle because that's what would normally take place. And then later on, I would obviously put dressing on the tire and the plastic wheel well as well. And I do have what I call my secret weapon, which is my water-based dressing that is gonna go on these. But that is a video for another day, but you will get to see that. The next video you're probably gonna see is the door jams. I'm gonna show you guys how to properly clean and degrease door jams. It's actually relatively simple, but you'll probably see that in the next upload. But for now, the wheel well video is complete. You can see everything is clean. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something today. If you did, please don't forget to go down below and give it a big thumbs up. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss any more of my content. Do not forget to wash your hands, you filthy heathens. While you're at it, watch out for those giant murder hornets. Anyway, I will catch you in the next video, guys. Peace.